How you doing, guys? Welcome to another episode of nobsre, featuring me, Wildfang. Because you know, in nobsre, I am named Wildfang. Not like Talking Out Now news update. I hope you guys enjoy the season 3 premiere of Talking Out Now news update, episode 1, season 3. Because you know, that really matters. I'm just kidding, you guys. I added seasons arbitrarily. It doesn't really matter. That being said, welcome. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I actually have 2 for you. So one will be uploaded later today, one will be uploaded tomorrow. So prepare for those. First things first, let's talk about BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Man. I got a chance to play the game. I'm going to put some gameplay in the corner of the screen if I can. I'm going to edit the shit out of this. That being said, let's talk about it. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, after extensive playing. By the way, I didn't pay for this game. Let's just say it was given to me via code. Not going to explain who gave it to me, and you shouldn't ask questions. That being said, let's talk about the game. I'm going to review the game, and it's so far not looking like the best game I've ever played. It's probably looking like one of the worst fighters I've ever played in my life. I don't know whether it's because the game is literally baby's first fighting game, or is it good by some standards? No, I honestly don't think so. This game is hyped to shit, and for me, the game is so damn babyfied that I can't really get down with the game. Prime example, there is a very easy combo to do with Ruby from Ruby, a show that I clearly do not like. I'm saying this now. Ruby sucks. Ruby's sucked since season 1. A lot of people will not agree with me. A lot of people will hate me. Ruby sucks. The show is bad. It became a slice of life show when it clearly marketed itself as an action show, but had more slice of life moments than action in the series. Didn't get really actionified till the latest season, but the latest season there was some stupid decisions made. And neither here nor there. Let me stop talking about it. Let me get back to on topic. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, the combos are simplified to shit. Like, if you'd have a BlazBlue character that you know how to use, me, it's Ragnar the Blood Edge, always. I know how to use Ragnar, I know how to use Nu. If you like the BlazBlue characters, you will kind of know what to do already. Like, some moves they've changed the properties on moves. Like Ragnar's low kick just knocks you back slightly instead of tripping you up, and you can now no longer do "we're not done yet" anymore manually. You have to do that in the auto combo automatically. So therefore, my Ragnar B&B is now an auto combo, and my Ragnar Air B&B is now relegated to me tapping 3 buttons and then jumping in the air, or tapping 1 button and jumping in the air and tapping 2 buttons and then hitting you with the automatic counter, which the game has. Oh, let me speak to you on that bullshit. The game has automatic counters now, and it has automatic things that could probably make me want to question life. Prime example, why the fuck does this game have an automatic overhead button that leads it to like a double team attack automatically without no repercussions? You just tap the button, the character would jump over the head and do an attack that could possibly destroy the character on the screen. Why did they do that? That's all I can say on that. I can't really fight that situation. It seems like the creators of this game, they said, we simplified Dragon Ball FighterZ. Let's simplify Dragon Ball FighterZ to even worse degree. Before I get on the characters of this game, I still have a lot to say on this crap. There's a partner button. There's 2 attack buttons. There's your overhead button. There's your switch button, and that's the 4 buttons on the game. Then you got your auto burst and all that stuff, your character burst and your assist button. Now, mind you, for some of the characters, I will get to that in a moment, the game is a 1-button fighter. For some of the characters, the game is a 2-button fighter. no character has any depth to them at this point. You could literally just tap a button and you could do a lot of the character stuff from their perspective game without any skill required. I could not use Tager in BlazBlue, but I can use him in cross tag battle like he's nothing, because all attacks are down back or down forward and a button. And they have EXs like they really needed that. Only the Under Night characters needed those, because those are in the game automatically. But I ain't get my Akatsuki or my Scion, so I'm not going to be happy about that. But, you know, I could find another Under Night character to kind of replace it. Now, I had heard rumor that this game was a 5-button fighter. No, it's not. No. It's not. Let's not get into that. People who classify that game as a 5-button fighter is kind of stupid. The game gives you 2 buttons that literally attack an overhead button. Okay, the overhead button, if you do it in the air, they do an extra move. That's it. Or you can use that button to do a move that's an EX version of the move. That is it. That would be the circle button. After that, it does nothing else. It's just an overhead button. You can use that. Then triangle and X does a counter attack. No, not triangle, X, square and X. I had the wrong button. Square and X does a counter attack. A counter attack that, by law, is kind of broken because every character has it and every character can stop a close range attack. It's fucking stupid. Now, let's move on to the character selection here. The BlazBlue characters are, let's just say they have the most fucking characters in the game. Why? Because apparently BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle had to have the whole fucking BlazBlue cast in the game. Not the original 12 characters, just has a mixture of all the characters. They could have just literally put the original 12 characters and I would have been fine with that. But they decided. Now, they could have mixed the character roster up a lot better than that. But the BlazBlue not only have the numerous amount of characters, they have the best sample combos or smart combos in the game. Or half of them do. Prime example, Ragnar's square and triangle buttons can not only lead to a air combo, but can lead to essentially putting you in the corner. Ragnar is that broken a little bit. Also, for somebody who can use Ragnar, let's just say you're never going to have a problem with Ragnar because you can't even do his drive personally anymore. You have to freaking do a move to do his drive now. Unfortunately, I don't like that because I'm a Ragnar player and I need to tap that X button so he can do his drive. I love Ragnar's drive moves, but it doesn't require any skill anymore, so I can literally get you on the top of the screen in seconds because this game doesn't require skill. It doesn't require skill at all. You can use skill and you can become the best player you can, but after that, it's not going to help you out. But all in all, the BlazBlue characters have the most characters in the game so far, and some of them, their B&B combos can lead to some bullcrap, and or they have the best smart combos in the game. Moving on, the Persona characters. The Persona characters, while excellent, they are the people I was saying that technically are 1-button fighters now, because the triangle button always leads to their Persona, and their Persona is instead of it being 2 buttons from Persona 4 Arena or Ultimax or whatever one you want to call. Their Persona buttons were 2 buttons, while their attack buttons were also 2 buttons, and square was always the, auto combo. But yeah, in this game, square button, leads to their regular attacks and their auto combo, and triangle leads to a Persona version of the auto combo, which also gives them the biggest disadvantage in the game. The Persona characters, essentially, if you attack them properly, you can hit both them and their Persona, and their damage is fucking. They can take so much damage that it puts them at a disadvantage when you send out their Persona. Because if you hit their Persona, they take damage. Now, if you hit them, if I'm Gordeau and you summon your Persona and you're far away, I could essentially just hit one button and attack both of you at the same time, thus taking off a shit ton of damage and catching you in a combo. What the fuck? That's kind of stupid. But, whatever. They gave the Persona characters a different type of, They could have just given them a Persona bar, and it would have been fine because it would have fit under their bars. Instead, now they're taking damage. Recoverable damage is still damage, people. Just letting you know that. Moving on. The Ruby characters. Okay, out of the 4, I've only played with 2. And Ruby is more like an Under Night character, while Weiss is more like a Persona character. Except for they don't summon Personas or anything like that. Ruby has some of the longest range normals in the game, up there with some of the best characters from Under Night and Birth. And she can lead to a very deadly combo from the beginning of the damn match if you let her, which is hilarious if you let her get to it. But, nah, neither here nor there. Weiss is my favorite character from Ruby. Her attack potential is amazing. She's also a quicker striker, and a lot of her pokes, kind of, get you from a long range. But she's more like a Persona character because you got to set some stuff up. And I like her attack dashes and all that type of good stuff. And she has a shield to block you and or keep you in pressure. So that's going to be a mainstay for me. Trust me. Next, I want to talk about the Under Night characters. Now, if I was to tell you that they are some of the best characters in the game, would you really be mad at me? No. All of the Under Night characters have normals that go across the fucking screen and or have a large radius. Gordeau is a prime example of why the fuck did you put him in this game. Gordeau, hitting one button with Gordeau, he attacks damn near across the goddamn screen. And that could be from the start of the game. Just hit triangle with Gordeau if you ever play the game. I bet you he takes his scythe out and he'll swing it across the damn screen. Mind you, his scythe is not small, it's huge. His scythe will go across the screen and pull you in, and then he can set up some combos like that. And some of his special attacks bring him across the screen while swinging that big ass piece of shit. Gordeau is a prime example. Hyde not only has the fireballs to get across the screen, they're huge, and some of his swinging attacks go across the fucking map. He is single-handedly one of the beastliest characters in the game, as well as Gordeau, and so is the Under Night characters that I've played with. All four of them can essentially dominate a match from across the map because their normals are fucking fantastic. Why in the hell would you not have an Under Night character on your team at all times? I mean, come on, that's literally what you have to do. Like, against a Persona character, they all would beat the shit out of him, especially if you summon your Persona. And I'm Gordeau. Oh man, you dead. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna attack your Persona every time, every day of the week. No matter how skilled you are, you're gonna get your Persona hit, and I'm gonna win the match. It's that simple. But that being said, I'm moving on because if we talk about that, we're gonna talk about that all day. I'm gonna end this with one quick thing on my impressions. The graphics in this game would look dumb. All four sets of characters are literally reused assets from their respective games. So the BlazBlue characters do look a little dated, and the Under Night characters are the most detailed fucking characters in the game. So the best looking characters are the Under Night and Birth characters. Ruby and Weiss look okay, but they're not as detailed as the Under Night characters. The Under Night characters are the most detailed characters in the game. They look that damn good. So color me confused on why they didn't just use one art style for all the characters instead of just using all the assets from their respective game. So it looks dumb when you have somebody like Ragnar standing next to Gordeau. Gordeau looks clearly better than all the characters. He looks like he's polished and detailed. Because Under Night in Birth is one of the most detailed looking hand-drawn fighting games I've seen in my life. It's comparable to King of Fighters 13. That's how good they look. But it's that, let's support the game. Let's buy all the DLC, whatever, man. That being said, guys, I'll have to catch you all later. Let's move on to the next subject. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next subject of No BS. And let's just say it's going to be a doozy. Catch you guys later.